All right, we're going to go live here with Harold Ridge in just a few minutes. We're live here at the Oregon State Finals. The Wi-Fi hotspot isn't powerful enough out here, so having to do this on my phone. As far as the live part goes, we'll do the best we can. Audio might not be that great, but we'll make sure that you guys can hear it. We'll also be going over the PA system, so you guys should be able to hear pretty well over that as well. And we'll get you guys going here in just a few minutes. And again, we're live here at the Oregon State Finals here in Molalla, Oregon, MollalaRiverBMX.com. We're going to be live during practice, interviewing some guests. We've got Harold Ridge online. He's going to be coming up here in just a few minutes. We've got Harold Ridge, Kyle Norton, Sofia Rodriguez, Josh Treerise, Kyle Norton, Jace Bartley, and Gage Brown will all be on the show today, as well as Sierra Samhammer, Steve Clark, Dustin Golden, Taylor Stevens, and Austin Burleson. So we're just going to chat with some people, get their views on the weekend, the upcoming Pro-Am, the team purse, all that kind of good stuff. So be sure to stay tuned. We'll be up here again with Harold Ridge in just a few minutes. He's late, what a surprise. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and go on the PA system and get this part going. And we'll talk a little bit about the state races, or state finals points here at Oregon. Check. Check. All right. Good morning, race fans. We're live on Facebook right now on Northwest Exposure. Also, my own personal Facebook, Adam Treadwell. Let's see if this thing will work. I listened to Pete cut out all night long last night. So let's see. Check. Oh, Harold Ridge telling me he's going to be here in 3 minutes. Doesn't he know he's already 3 minutes late? All right, so we're going to give it a little bit of time real quick. I wanted to go over a little bit of the finals on the points right now. Who's leading what? Some big classes, some good shout outs, some classes to watch throughout the day. We're going to go ahead and start with the 41-45 cruiser class. Today, you're going to be watching Rich Smothers, John Hanson, Ryan Burdett, Jay Moscone, Jason Germain, and Jay Rhodes, all going for that illustrious Oregon State title coming up today. And of course, Eric Philly's back in the mix. So, I see Eric Philly will be out there running with the boys in the 41-45 expert and 41-45 cruiser classes. So don't count him out. He ought to change the ball game a little bit. Again, man, got to watch 41-45-year-old cruisers. I know there's some out-of-staters coming in for that 46-50 cruiser class. So that's going to be a good show to watch as well. But Tom Williams is leading the points with 66 on that. Moving on into some really big classes, man. I got to give a shout out to those 5 and under boys. So this is the novice intermediate group. There are 22 riders with points for the SCR, which is awesome to see. But the top 10 right now as it sits, you have Calix Owens, Jace Lulo, Dylan Penner, William Honer, Jaden Reed, Quinn Broyles, Miles Yonkin, Nate Treerise, yes, Treerise, the youngest of the Treerise brothers, Logan Magel, little Southern Oregon boy, and Sam Lusterborgs. That kid's a firecracker as well, so make sure you guys watch the 5 and under novice intermediate groups. Those groups are huge right now. Make sure you keep an eye on those, man. They're going to be a really good show. Also, another big shout out to the 7-year-old boys novice and intermediate group. Another very big one with 21 riders with SCR points. Top 10 sits like this right now. You've got Sydney Gray, Sage Blair, Bentley Depew, Keaton Harp, Leighton Class, Griffin Labino, Corbin Beatty, Porter Yonkin, Jet Southworth, and Wyatt Poring. So make sure you check out that race as well. That's going to be a really good show. That'll be a full rack come main time, I'm sure, for both 7 novice and 7 intermediate classes. Then coming up would be the 9 boys in the 9 intermediates and novice classes. Another good show is going to happen, man. you've got riders with 70 or more points in the top 9. So it's going to be a really close battle between all these guys. I was sounding good for a minute there. Now I'm cutting out again. For the boys, 9-year-old boys, you've got Melchi Garfias, Ian Bogardus, Rylan Fain, Cody Bernard, Cash Barron, Noah Cadavera, Braden Holland, Hannah Lulo, JC Burdett, Louis Revels, Gage Taylor, Xander Robertson, Evan Quinn, Bobby Jensen, and Lane Youngblood. So again, man, that's going to be a really good show. The top 5 are only 6 points apart, 7 points apart. So that's going to be a good show this afternoon to keep your eye out for. And then we're going to move on into the girls' classes. Couple shout outs, a couple ones to watch. That'll be some good races. Are going to be those 9-year-old girls class with Alexa Faring, Jade Durfee, Parker Robertson, and Sofia Rodriguez, who's actually going to be a guest on today's show. She won the mini-am yesterday in the 10 and unders. So we're going to chat with her in a little bit and talk to her about how that went and how it felt and how cool it was that Harold Ridge and the boys got that thing going. Another good show is always the 13-year-old girls class. There's only 2 riders with points, but I know that more will show up. But Lucy Miakowski is leading points right now with McKenna Martin close behind. And that one, let me tell you, that one's always a good show. Those girls always put on a good race. There's going to be some good bar banging, some action. So keep your eye on that class. Oh, here comes Harold. Only, 10 minutes late. No big deal. NBD. All right, we're going to finish out really quick. Who else we got? While we got Harold here, go ahead and take a seat, Harold. We're moving into the expert classes, and we'll see if this works for you. Go ahead and mic up, see if you can get on there. While moving into the expert classes, we've got...
Two.
He's on there a little bit. There we go. Oh.
Two.
Move the microphone out of the way. There we go. We've got Levi Magel leading points right now in 7-year-old experts. Rounding out the field is Max Lesterbergs in 7, Landon Nickel, Weston White, Jay Blevins, Riley Roges, and Logan Wallace. And again, Levi Magel leading points right now. Harold, who do you got on that? Who do you think?
Man, I'm looking at that Lustenborough kid, Maximus.
Yeah. The RBR boy there.
And Riley Rojas.
Oh, yeah, where's he from?
He's from Redmond.
Oh, right on. I don't think I've actually seen him race yet. That's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Good.
Some fast kids in that class right there.
There is. That Levi Magel, man, he's a good rider. He's from down in Southern Oregon. You make sure you check him out, too. He'll be out there rocking it as well, doing it for the Rogue Valley crew. Moving on to 8 experts, another group of heavy hitters, man. Got 7 riders, 4 plates only available right now. Rounding out the field right now, we've got Ryder Steiner, Zane Piper, Sam Treerise, Keller Williams, Maddox Shetler, Jeraden Herrera, and Chance Hurdle leading the points right now by 2 points over Herrera. What do you think, Harold?
Man, I'm looking for Herrera to pull that out. Maddox has come on, Shetler's come on strong. He's really been riding hard, practicing and training good. I like Tree Rise is looking good, and Zane Piper look really good. I like Zane.
Yeah. Man, that's going to be a good show. It is pretty rad. Maddox Shetler out here. I actually grew up racing his dad. It's pretty rad to see his little boy out here killing it. And, man, he did progress quite quickly. I think he was on flat pedals like 3 months ago. So rad to see Maddox out here. Moving on, we'll go to one of the bigger boys classes. 12-year-old expert, man. This one has been a wild ride since these boys have been 5 years old, man. That 12-year-old expert class, watching those guys when they were little guys back in the day in like 2012 at state finals in Salem. They put on a show. Top 8 is sitting like this. You got Matt Riemann, Cyrus Russell, Colton McDonald, Casey Dahlberg, Thatcher White. Oh, yeah, Bryant Johnson. New pickup for this guy right here, little RBR boy. The sniper. wearing the green and black going on. Man, you're going to have to watch out for him. He's back from a little injury.
He's hungry, too. He's hungry.
Yeah, hungry. And then you got Banyan Hal and R.E.A. Levinson, the master on a bike, dude. R.E.A. Levinson, you got to watch this kid ride. Check him out on Instagram. He's a shredder. Rides for S&M. Yeah, shredder.
We had an event last week at the Lumberyard. They had an event last week, and I walked in, and he was there.
Yeah.
And went to give him a hug. That kid was dripping with sweat.
Dude.
He was there to work. He wasn't there to play. He was there to work.
Yeah, man. He puts it in, too,
yes,
man.
He does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. All the big boys were really liking what he did.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's gone down to California a couple times, and, like, dude, you can watch it. Like, the whole crowd will just be watching him shred.
Yep.
And these are, like, 18, 20-year-old, 15, 16-year-old dudes, like, checking out a 12-year-old just shredding the course, man. Gotta love it.
Josh Clemens was there, old school.
Nice.
Oregon kid.
Yeah.
Chris Fox was there. The whole Demolition crew was there.
Yep.
It was really cool. They really were liking what he was doing. It was fun to watch him ride like that.
No, that's awesome. Yep, go ahead. All right. Got a little update right there, a little change of practice. Moving on. The next class we'll just chat about really quick is 16-year-old experts, man. That one, those boys are becoming men. They like to battle it. Dude, it's going to be a wild one. So we've got Sammy Bolin, Riley Weaver, Aiden Headstrom, Jacob Cook, Gunnar Larson, and Caleb Miyakowski all in with tight points, 10 points between all of them, man. What do you think, Harold? Is it just gonna be a blow-up fest and whoever survives? What do you think?
Yeah. Caleb's looking good. I remember Roseville. I was really enjoying watching him race in Roseville. He was with some of the top riders in his class, and he was holding his own.
Oh, nice.
So it was really good to see. But that's a tough class right there. Man, I want to see that. I can't wait to see that. I got one in there. I think I got one in there.
Yeah.
One guy.
I got one in a sense. I've been working with Gunnar Larson lately with his program and coaching and stuff. So it'll be fun watching him get through those. And we'll just kind of leave it at that. As far as those were some good shout outs of the races. Of course, you want to watch all of them come main event time. Come main event time, you want to watch all of them. But those are some shout outs to some good classes that are going to be action packed. But we've got Harold Rich here with us, and we don't have much time now.
Oh, that's cool.
It's all right. We got a little late start for Harold, but tell us about how the mini-am went yesterday.
Oh man, it was very exciting to see these kids. I got a lot of feedback from the parents saying that they really like the fact that the kids get a chance to do it like the pros. It's something that I picked up from Rich and TJ at Tangent when they did the Pro-Am down in Las Vegas. Went really well. The kids really enjoyed it. And Rich gave me a lot of insight on how to do it and make it happen. It's something we look forward to having going every year at the state finals, and bringing the kids, like all these kids from Washington out here. They're from quite a few places, but it's good to see the kids be able to have an opportunity to ride and get showcased just like the pros.
Yeah. No, it was awesome, man. It was a lot of fun to watch. We saw Sofia Rodriguez pull out the 10 and under win. Hands down, she got the whole shot award that was provided by Gunslingers. And then Kyle Norton, man, new hot shoe, just like, on the scene for about 5 years now-ish. And we're going to have him on the show as well later. And he took was it 11 and over?
Yes, he did.
Took the 11 over.
11 and 14.
11-14 boys. And then today, man, we got the Pro-Am going at 15 and over for the Pro-Am. So those 15-year-olds that got their day today to put it on.
I want to give a shout out to the people that really made it happen. First of all, Eric stepped up. Eric wanted to provide the prize money for the kids.
Eric Roth.
Eric Roth.
Northwest BMX.
BMX. Goodie bags were provided by Fly, Tangent, Ray Hudson at Fly, TJ Johnson and Rich Pelton at Tangent Riff, Outer Rim Bike Shop in Portland, the Lumberyard, man, they really came through. And I mean, Rich and TJ, a lot of people might know they're in Wisconsin right now. So they had a really busy couple weeks trying to get their last run of their little Pro-Am going. So they really came through and made it happen for the kids. Actually, Kyle and Sophia need to come see me. I got some other stuff to give them.
All right. Well, I got Kyle. Check. Come on. Work. There he goes. I got this thing. Your microphone system is to be desired. There he goes. All right, we got Kyle Norton coming up next in just a couple of minutes. He's on in 2 minutes. So Kyle Norton, make sure you head this way. We're going live from right in between the first and second straightaways. But you know, I got to say, man, I hope that no matter where the state finals ends up, that your mini-am continues going as well as the pro-am. Austin Burleson did a lot with that, and you guys as well. And I want to see that just continue as a staple at the Oregon State Finals. It shouldn't have to be just here at Molalla if it's here at Molalla. So we're gonna make sure that keeps going. But got a couple, another minute. Any more shout outs? Anything team wise? You got a big team purse going on this weekend, Harold. What do you think about that?
We're gonna stay humble with it. I feel like we got a good chance at it. We got some riders that's really riding hard right now, really giving it their all. We started out the season really young, and as you know, we've been going for quite a long time. So our older kids kind of grew out of our program.
Yeah.
And we've kind of built it back up with some good little young riders and some great families. So that's the key right there, is having great families, kids that really enjoy the sport, families that love the sport.
Nice.
So yeah, we're looking like we're gonna have a lot of fun today.
Nice, good brother. Well, in about 5 years, you're gonna have second generation RVRs.
I know.
In about 5 years, I bet you that some of these guys are starting to have kids that were on the team at the very beginning.
Yes, I already had a couple.
All right, yeah. So pretty soon, there's gonna be second generation RVRs. They're gonna pull out their mom or dad's jersey from 25 years prior, and Harold will still be over there running the gate.
Hey, my grandbaby loves this, man. She loves racing. She likes the competition. She's a tough little cookie, man. She's really looking forward to hitting the nationals a little stronger next year and competing. So I'm here.
Awesome, man.
She loves it. It's good for her to have something extra to do.
Yeah.
My other grandkids, they do cheerleading and softball and all that kind of stuff, but she picked this. So, hey.
That's a good one to pick, man. It's a good one to pick. All right. Well, I want to thank you, Harold, for coming on. I appreciate it. And, maybe I'll have you come back on for any more commentary. Well, maybe we should just do the show next time together. If I had one more mic.
I like it in person better than on the phone. It's better in person.
Exactly.
I want to shout out to Austin Burleson, though. He came to me and asked me if we could put together a program and see what I could do with the people that I know and see how we can make it happen. I reached out to the tracks. Tracks came through with some money. And shout out to Emerald Valley for coming real strong.
Yeah, they put in a big amount.
Emerald Valley came real strong. So, I mean, it was really a good thing. I told Austin I got him. He had my back all the way. He kept me informed of what's going on. Communicated really well. And looks like we're having a great weekend.
No, for sure, man. And I got to say, Emerald Valley, man, Emerald Valley has been, gosh, come on. There we go. Check. Emerald Valley. Man, these things are not always the best, Kyle. Well, I got nothing.
My man, Kyle. He was behind me.
There we go. Kyle's up here.
I was wondering when you would get here.
He's here. He's just hiding over there. So we got Kyle coming up next. And I want to thanks, Harold.
Here you go, Kyle. Courtesy of Fly.
Little Fly banner for your wall. Go ahead and take a seat and get you hooked up to the mic there.
If I had a choice of most improved, this kid right here, he definitely deserves it. He got my vote for the most improved in Oregon right now. Watching this kid develop over the last couple of years has been awesome. And he doesn't say much. He stays humble. And that's what it's about right there.
Yeah. All right. Set that. Put the piece right there, and we'll aim that towards the announcer's tower to try and get the best signal we can. All right. Go and say hi.
Hello, everybody.
All right. We got Kyle Norton on. Go and scoot up a little bit. There you go. Good. Oh. Got Harold, put her down. There we go. We got Kyle Norton on tonight, or right now, and Kyle took the win yesterday in the 11 to 14-year-old boys or yeah, boys, 11 to 14 open period, I guess. Girls could race it. So it was pretty rad to see you out there, man. You freaking killed it, hole shotted, led the lap all the way around. Go ahead and give us a little rundown of your race.
Well, earlier in practice, I slid out right there.
I watched that, bro.
And I kind of messed up my wrist really bad.
Yeah.
So it was, I wasn't sure if I was going to race or not, but
Gotcha.
I got it wrapped up. Thank you, Mike Dahlberg, for wrapping it up
Oh,
for me.
good.
And,
Mr. Medic.
Yeah. And I didn't know if I was going to, Jason Rhodes could have beat me, or even Sean Day.
Yep.
But
Those fast,
I guess
fast
first
dudes.
round went pretty good. I won that one, so. And
Yeah.
then I just focused on getting the whole shot, and then the rest is history.
Nice, dude. Nice. Well, like Harold was saying, man, I got to give you a shout out. I gave you a little shout out on one of the shows a couple
Yeah.
weeks back, and I watched you when you first came on, and you were just that average. I think you started when you were what, 8?
8.
8, yeah. So you came on the circuit when he was 8 years old. He's 13 now, right? You just turned 13.
I just turned 14.
You just turned 14? Dang, kid's growing up too fast. So just turns 14. So about 6 years, 5.5 years on the circuit, and he's already one of the top national riders in the country in his class. He's always at the front of the pack, battling with the top dogs, and that's one of those emphases I like to make sure is like, you understand now you are one of the top dogs. And how did it feel to go? I mean, you might not understand it because you were a kid, but most of the time, man, kids don't just go from 8 to 13 making national main events and killing it. And one of the hardest classes too. I mean, I got to say that class is the hands down one of the hardest classes on the circuit. So how does it feel to have made that progression so quickly, and how does it just feel to be up there?
I mean, it feels pretty good.
Good.
I mean, I chasing Jason, Josh all the time.
Yeah.
I think that made me a lot faster.
Yeah.
And Peter Cho, obviously, now running with him, that feels pretty good.
Oh, I bet, man. I bet. Choate's been on the top dog since he was a little tiny guy, and now he's got some Oregon boys to deal with. And actually, later in the show, I'm going to have Kyle back up with Jace Bartley, Josh Truerise, and Gage Brown. And it's one of these rare oddities where we have 4 of not only the top dudes in the Northwest, West Coast, but these are 4 of the top dudes in the country, in the world. And they're all right here local to Malala and Newburgh. And we're going to have all 4 of them on the show. But I just want to say, I mean, like you coming in, when you came in, Josh and Jace were already pretty well established as national riders. They were winning nationals. They were on the circuit. And how did you get past? Because it's a lot kind of tough for a lot of kids to get past that. Oh, I've got to race so and so all the time, and I can't get my wins in. And they kind of get that attitude, which is always a bummer. But how did you get past that? How did you make it past that?
I think I never really focused on winning. I
Yeah?
just focused on getting better.
Good.
And I knew chasing them would get me better.
Yeah.
So
they
I just
did.
kept on chasing them, and now we're fast.
Now you all 3 of you. I mean, it's a shot. Like crapshoot. Who's gonna get it any moment of the day?
Yeah.
And it is, and it's a good thing. I mean, he said he didn't focus on winning. He focused on getting better. Because what I teach a lot of kids working with kids is if you set your goals too high right away, like right in front of you, if they're like way high, then you're not going to find anything to accomplish, and you're not going to keep progressing and moving forward. And like you said, you just focused on getting better, and the next thing you knew, you were out in the front, killing it. I mean, watching you at nationals is really impressive too, man, because you see a lot of times local kids, once they get into that national circuit, you can see a difference in the way that they ride.
Yeah.
And I noticed that you were actually able to like step up your game. When you got to a national, you might have been, like at local races, you might have been 2 or 3 bike lengths behind Jace or Josh or whatever. But at a national, you were like in the front, making the main, and it was like you almost stepped up your game. So tell me how you feel about stepping up your game all the time like that.
I mean, I think I just take nationals a lot more seriously.
Yeah?
And it's bigger stage, so you got to go try harder.
Good.
And you don't want to look 3 bike lengths behind in a national.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't. You're 3 bike lengths behind. You're all of a sudden a straightaway behind.
Yeah.
So, no, that's awesome, man. Well, I just want to say, I mean, you got anything else you want to say? You're riding for G2, which is pretty rad. I saw you got an aluminum G2 now, which I remember you were on some Chromwally ones that were rad, but possibly a little heavy for your size and your weight at the time. But tell me about your bike and tell me about G2 and all that good stuff.
My bike's been good. I like it. It's lighter than the Chromolly.
Good.
And I gotta say thank you to G2 for everything like they did and box and everything they've got me. And thanks ODI, Grips.
Good,
Mom
man.
and Dad.
Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad always taking you always a step further, man. I mean, without Mom and Dad, we ain't got nothing out here without Mom and Dad. So, I do want to ask though, man, how much are you benching now? Dude, like,
The other day?
this kid's got to be working out, dude. I saw him behind the gate. He's got shoulders. He's got lats. I was like, all right, how much is Kyle benching?
I don't know. I could probably bench 145 2 times.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
145 2 times. That's rad, bro. So yeah, you working hard, training hard, I take it.
There you go.
Well, awesome, man. Well, I want to thank you for coming on. I appreciate you coming on, and yeah, I guess I'll ask the race questions once all 4 of you are up here, because it'll be fun to get you guys going at it each other a little bit. So again, man, I want to thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Kick some butt today, and we'll see you a little soon. All right. Go ahead and switch on over here, Sophia. Well, I am gonna go just for about 5 minutes with her, and then shoot over. So kids, kids are hard to make jabbers. So we'll see what. Although Sophia over here, man,
How do you put this on?
just like that, you're good.
Okay.
All right, talking to the mic.
Hello?
You might need to speak up. What? For what? I ain't in charge of the big kid practice. No? No? Those guys over there trying to find out what big kid practice is. I'm not in charge of that. I'm doing a show. Zeb. All right, so we've got Sophia Rodriguez here doing it for Upright Clothing Company. And man, I just got to say, this girl, like, just decided to go to Worlds last year. Was on flat pedals when she qualified for Worlds on an old GT. Decides to show up for Worlds and gets World number 4 last year. And now here she is going up for NAG title, state title, all that good stuff. Introduce yourself, Sophia, and tell us a little bit about your BMX history so far.
Well, my name is Sophia, and,
Is the thing on, dude? Yeah, just try and talk loud, I guess.
okay. BMX is fun.
Here, just switch it. Just talk into that.
Okay. BMX can have a little competition in it, but sometimes you gotta just work hard to get that number 1 spot.
Yep. All right. Well, you won yesterday at the Mini-Am, the 11 and under, against all the boys, all the girls. And you took home a win, commanding lead, just hands down, just took care of it. How'd it feel to win that, and how'd it feel to get up on that podium?
It felt pretty good because it was like my first one, and there was a mix, so it was pretty fun racing boys that were a little older than me.
Yeah, because you're 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only 9 years old.
Yeah, it was a really fun race in the Mini-Am.
Good. All right. Well, what's next on the agenda for Sophia then? So we got state finals this weekend. You're picking up some national wins, top 3s, a lot. What's coming up next for you for your national schedule and all that good stuff?
For the next nationals is gonna be Lemoore in California, and then just maybe planning going to Worlds next year.
What about Grands? Grands?
Oh yeah,
Grands. That deciding factor on your number plate.
Yep, Grands is another one that we're definitely gonna go to.
Good.
In Oklahoma, so that's gonna be a fun one.
Good. Did you go to Grands last year? I forget. No. So you went to Worlds last year, but not Grands. So this being your first Grands, I don't know. Tell us how you're feeling about it. Are you expecting, to just go in and rock it, get the win?
I'm really expecting to do well because I've been training, and I feel pretty confident in myself to race these top girls in my category.
Good. Well, I just want to give a shout out too, because you said you're training really hard. It's kind of cool watching because Olivia Armstrong coaches and trains her over there in Bend. I mean, she did just leave for college, but it's pretty fun to see, almost like a second generation tread strong rider. Because in a sense, I'm not taking any credit, but I've been working with Olivia for 7 years almost, and coaching and training her, and it's really fun to see her put down, that knowledge, put down that love for the sport, and give you that feeling. And I can see the way you ride, the way you think on the track, that you're definitely taking everything Olivia has to offer, and it's just really cool to see that. And you got any like cool things about Olivia that you want to shout out about?
Cool things about Olivia is that she's really confident in herself. Like, even though she is racing these older boys or older girls, she still knows that, even though she doesn't get first, she still knows that she's still a champ.
Yeah.
And she does work really hard, and she does improve a lot.
Yep. All right, well, I want to thank Sophia for coming up. Make sure you check her out here today and watch the races with her going and battling it out in those state classes and her girls class and everything. And make sure you keep an eye on this girl going through the nationals for the rest of the year. She's going to be one of the contenders, man. I'm not even joking, man. Come Grants time, you're going to have to see it, and it's going to be rad. So congratulations so far this year on everything, Sophia, and we'll see you soon. Take care.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, we're going to come back live. I got to go to a track official meeting. So I'm going to leave the video going live for about 5 minutes during our track official meeting, and then we'll be back on. And next up, we'll have Josh, Kyle, Jace, and Gage Brown. And that's going to be a fun show because these 4 boys, they love each other, but man, can they battle. So check back in about 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll get going with those guys. Again, we'll be back. I got to do, businessy stuff. All right. How you doing, buddy? Good. Good to see you. Just do it, Thatcher. Don't think.
Going to switch to 14 and over, 14 and over practice, 14 and over practice. Going to run about 15. Back to the 14 and under. And then it'll be pro practice. At 10:45 down at pre-staging, if you want to be part of the stage-driven prayer circle, that's going to go down. 10:45. Here in the parking lot, hot team throwing down events, get the stage flag right. La Cubanita throwing down some good grub out here in the parking lot, North BMX. Ridge Brothers down some ice. Dave Ice. Back down in registration. Volunteer meeting going down to hand registration. I'm late for it.
right.
Rob Gamble to the front of registration. Rob Gamble, Grandpa Daddy, you see him out there? So let's get down to registration. Team managers, we still got team sheets going down. See Ken Burleson out here in the parking lot. Not quite sure that sounds so good, but down on pit row, Racer Army. Grab one off a couple bites. Gonna give those away at the Gold Cup Finals. You want to buy your raffle tickets? Head on down there, pick them up.
Feels good. Feels good. Right? It doesn't feel like you have to time it. No, that's my stunt, but never mind. My shit. Yeah.
Switch it back, 14 and under practice, 14 and under practice. Switching back, 14 and under practice. 14 under, now about 15 minutes.
I'm gonna do second straight. not there anymore. It's so hard to pedal. That one's hard to pedal.
Kyle, Josh. Kyle, Josh. All right, boys. So, Sierra, who's coming up next? Go ahead and just take a seat there. Boys, scrunch up on the bench.
I got middle.
4 of us.
And it'll be a little bit of passing the
I
mic.
can-
Gage gets the end.
Yep, jump in, Gage.
I can sit on with
All right.
Here we go, boys.
Let's see what we got going here. I can't see anything.
I can't either.
Oh, there we are.
Here.
Okay,
I think we got
let's
her.
scoot it back.
I don't know if we got her though.
Oh no, Sierra's in the next one.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Josh isn't in there.
Or maybe the
semi.
microphone's in the way.
All right, if we're talking, you gotta hold the mic.
Yep. So you guys you two pass that mic back and
Jay,
forth,
so
and
you
I'll
hold
pass this
No.
mic. No, you two pass that mic back and
Oh,
forth,
okay.
and I will pass this mic with these two. Is that on?
I think so.
Top button all the way to the right, up here.
Testing, testing.
All right. All right. We're back with Northwest Exposure. We've got the 13, 14-year-old boys. Right now, Kyle's out of the class, which is kind of bums me out. I'm not even gonna lie, you know, because watching these four go at it is a show. But we got the 13, 14-year-old boys, and these 4 boys right here, man, they are 4 of the fastest in the state, in the Northwest, in the West Coast, country, U.S. You know, Jace Bartley, World 3 last year in Cruiser, and multiple NAG titles between them all. And yeah, I just want to introduce all of them. We've got Gage Brown to my right, Jace Bartley, Kyle Norton, and Josh Treerise. So we'll just let you guys introduce yourselves a little bit and talk a little bit about how you feel about the weekend.
I'm
Go about right there.
There you go.
I'm Gage Brown, and I feel this weekend there'll be a lot of battling between us all. It'll be hard to win.
Hard to win.
Go ahead and pass it on down to Jace.
Hey, I'm Jace Bartley.
Closer.
Hey, I'm Jace Bartley, and I don't know, I'm excited about this new build. It's gonna be fun.
He's got his own mic. You can pass it.
Hi, I'm Kyle. Is this one on?
Yeah, it should be. Talk
Hello?
like into there. There you go.
Hello?
There you go.
I'm Kyle Norton, and this year I think it's gonna be fun with this new build. But I'm 14, so I'm not gonna race these guys this weekend.
All right, pass it down to Josh.
Lucky sucker.
Hi, I'm Josh Treerise.
I don't think I can hear.
I know. Here,
I don't think his legs.
these microphones. I feel like after state finals, these microphones should be replaced. So down at the end there, we've got Josh Treerise. Here you go. Just use that one.
Hi, I'm Josh. I'm really excited about the weekend. I think it's going to be some great racing, and I'm bummed Kyle can't race us because that would make it way more exciting. But I think it's going to be fun. I mean, there's going to be great battles, and this new build is going to definitely make it more difficult.
All right. All right, so yeah, it doesn't even always work for me.
I think a gauge hold that.
There we go.
So yeah, you know, we've got a brand new track build, and you know, it's well deserved, well needed. Mollela's needed it for a little while, and it's awesome to see. They did an amazing job on it, and it is, man, it's going to be some great racing between these guys. Well, Kyle will be in the 14X class, so keep an eye on that. But you know, as you guys grew up, man, I can remember back to state finals back in like 2011 and 2012. Some of you guys were racing each other all the way back then.
Yeah.
You know, how has it been having each other to battle with and to, you know, really help progress each other and then progress, you know, your guys' class in a whole?
Hi, bye.
I'll go with Jace.
Wait, what am I saying?
Straight. Okay, here.
You say.
Josh listened, or Kyle listened.
Racing these guys, I think, has made me where I am today, because when I was younger, I used to chase Jason, Josh, and even Gage, and I think chasing them
You're faster than us.
made me faster. And now, I mean, I am older, but I'm faster than you guys now, I would say.
Yeah, I started racing with Josh and just started battling, and then Gage came in, and it was a good like battle, and then Kyle came in, and we raced him part of the year, and it's just fun riding with our friends and having a good time and battling and stuff.
Yeah, I remember my race to turn intermediate, and I was racing Jace, and then the next week he turned intermediate, and ever since we've just gone back and forth, and you know, always up there in the
Same thing
NAG
with
titles
expert.
and
He turned expert.
at the nationals,
Next race, I
all
turned
over the
expert.
place locally, just all three of us. And when Kyle's our same age, we're all racing.
Good, good. Did you get to talk about that? No, you didn't. Go ahead, Gage, right there.
I think racing all these boys has made me a lot faster because I had to chase them when I first started.
Good.
And
I know. It's all good. Getting teenage boys talking to a microphone can be difficult at times, but you know, going through this weekend, you guys are, you know, you got a good battle between Josh, Jace, and Gage for that 13X title. All of you guys are up for the title, correct?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's just it. They don't even look at the state points anymore. I'm pretty sure they're all up for the title, and so make sure you watch that class, 14X with Kyle Norton in the class. And I just want to say, man, these four boys, like I said, have really helped progress each other, and it's a rare sight to have, you know, especially here in the Northwest where we have a little bit smaller circuit than California or Arizona, but to have four of the fastest guys in that class getting to race week in and week out. You know, you guys are, you know, Kyle just turned 14, the boys are 13. We got this big Pro-Am coming up today at 15 and over. Make sure you guys go sign up for that. And you guys just knocking on the door, waiting for that 15 to be able to get in that Pro-Am. And then after that, any of you boys got your sights set on for elite men?
Yeah.
Answer. Okay. Anybody that wants to talk.
I want a gold medal, baby.
I think that I would eventually like to turn pro. I mean, this year, especially with the 17-20 class change, it's really made it. It's kind of changed your thoughts of how you're gonna race after you turn old enough to turn pro. I think it'd be a good opportunity. I mean, there's a lot of fast racers, and it definitely pushed me more than even just racing with you guys.
And what I think I saw about 17-20 class is like one of my idols, Anthony Ricardo.
Yeah.
And when I turn 17, if he doesn't turn pro, I'll race him in that class.
There you go.
And he'll be 20. So I thought that was kind of cool.
That's funny.
Yeah, I want to turn pro. I want to go to the Olympics and get a gold medal.
All right.
Following Connor Fields' footsteps. Oh,
Whoops.
jeez. I just killed
Yeah,
it.
broke it.
It died. Oh.
Oh, it drops it again.
I killed it
Yeah,
twice.
someday I would like to turn pro and have a chance at the Olympic title and be able to race all my buddies.
Yeah.
All right, so Josh, gosh, man.
You
Josh,
broke it.
there we go. Check.
I did break
Broke
it.
You might have broke it.
Jeez, Jace.
We might have to switch to this one.
I was just talking to you guys the whole
But
time.
that
Check.
one's broken, remember?
Check.
Does it work?
I want to feel special.
Try and check that one. Check.
Check. Check. No,
Man,
these are work.
there we go. Nothing. Mike, I think your microphones are broken. So, we're still live on Facebook,
Yeah.
and I'm just going to go ahead and keep talking, even though this is not working.
Jace.
My bad.
It should take a little dropping. Try this one.
Here, let's drop it again, see if it fixes it.
Check.
What if dropping it once breaks it? And then
Oh,
dropping
I
it again
see.
fixes it?
But he dropped
But
it
you
twice.
twice
Yeah, I
the
dropped
drops,
it
you have to drop
twice.
it again.
So you think it should be fixed?
I broke.
All right.
I broke it twice.
Check. Oh, there we go. All right. So Josh was saying that, with the change of the 1720 class, now the microphone's working again. But Josh was saying with the 1720 class change, he's actually thinking, man, I might need to turn pro a little sooner. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, at 1720, it's like, man, that class is huge. Like, what did it have in Vegas? Like 75 riders?
59 or
Was it
69?
69 riders. Yeah, it was crazy. And the next class had 30 something. So, so Josh, man, let's see, Josh, you're 13 now. Like a few short years, maybe roll out 16X and then hop in the A Pro class. You could be seeing a future pro right here. And I just got to say, all four of these boys, these guys are the future, man. Future pros, future Olympians. You just got to believe it and you'll have it. And I want to thank you guys for coming on. I got to get on to Sierra. Sam Hammer's coming up next. Any predictions for your guys' class today, though? Who's gonna take it?
We're gonna take it together.
Oh,
gonna
you guys
tie.
are so nice to each other. You guys are
No.
all gonna tie at the finish
Well,
line.
Jason,
I don't believe it for a second.
I say Jace takes it today.
Oh.
Oh, snap.
Ooh.
I think Jace got first straight.
Kyle Norton called Jace in the 13X class,
Since I'm not racing you guys.
but only since he's not racing, he said. So.
I think we'll be close down first straight. I think we'll all be close down first straight.
I'm worried
And
about
then-
the rest of the track.
And then whoever gets a fast second straight,
Yeah.
whoever gets a fast second straight and comes out in second corner, it pretty much has.
I feel like we're
Nice.
gonna be like side by side going in the first corner and just like whoever
Whoever
makes
makes it out without
yeah,
crashing.
whoever
Josh
makes
gets
it
closer
out,
to the
and
track,
then the
maybe.
rest of the track is just gonna be a battle, and whoever has the horsepower to keep your speed going down
Whoever's
the track.
smooth.
Yeah.
Well, the
whoever's smooth.
boys are over here trying to figure out who's going to take it. But all I got to say, man, is, as long as everything's kept on the track, you always got love for each other off the track. And also you got to keep those parents in check. You guys are getting old enough now. You can be like, hey, Dad, let's not get angry about it this time. Let's just be like, all right, yeah, so-and-so got me in the corner. Let's not get mad about it this time. That kind of attitude is what's going to move you guys further in the sport and take you into that pro ranks. Because, and I'm not trying to pick on any parents in particular, but parents can make it tough when the parent gets more involved in the race than the rider does. And, us kids are out here just to have fun and be competitive and win. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. So just a shout out to all you parents for the rest of the weekend. Just show love, man. It's a big weekend, big event. Just show love. That's all I can say. All right, boys, thanks for coming, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.
Maybe one day I'll be interviewing you guys singularly for your pro ranks. All right, take care, guys.
Yep.
All right, thanks, boys. Sierra, come on over. We'll use this bench to not have to move a bunch of stuff. All right, we're here with Sierra Samhammer, Southern Oregon girl riding for Jet Race. Gosh, this microphone is junk. We're with Sierra Samhammer over here, riding for Jet Racing out of Southern Oregon at Rogue Valley BMX. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your race career so far.
Hi, I'm Sierra Samhammer, and I don't know.
How long you been racing?
I've been racing about 6 or 7 years, and I'm in the 12 girls class.
All right. Well, she also took a couple of wins up there in Canada and backed it up with 2 wins, right? Did you win both days in, which one did you win last? Tell me out.
In Utah, I won the first day, but it was because a girl got disqualified.
Hey, you were there.
Okay.
All right, so she took the win in Utah, got a couple wins up in Canada. How you sitting in nag points now after all that?
About like 7.
There you go. All right, so maybe a couple more good scores put you up in for that title for that nag number 1 this year. Is that your goal? Are you going for that nag 1?
Yeah, sure. I'm going for the top 10.
Top 10?
Yeah.
You're already in the top 10. New goal,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, I want to thank Sierra for coming up. Next up, it should be Steve Clark. I don't see him, but Steve's going to come up. Steve's going to, God, these things are junk.
Just gotta yell really loud.
Steve's going to, why doesn't it work? Why? Why doesn't this work? Why? Steve's going to come up and talk to us a little bit about his battle in the Northwest. And so Steve's going to come up. Sierra, I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your wins so far this year. Get yourself a couple more. Go for that nag title. And good luck today. Have fun today. And we'll see you next time.
Okay.
All right. I see Steve starting to walk on over here. So Steve will be up. And he's going to talk a bit about the Northwest battle coming up there at the Gold Cup Finals in Everett, Washington. But until he gets over here, just want to say, make sure you guys sign up for that Pro-Am, 15 and over, $3,000 on the line today, whole shot award. Man, I would love to see a nice semi come out of that thing today and make a darn good show for everybody. There will be the Pro-Am today. And I'm going to switch chairs so that they're more comfortable.
All right, we're going to shut down 14 under practice. Pro now. Pro practice.
We're going to talk over pro practice? They're going to have a pro practice? Seems silly. All right, see if the mic works for you. You're not a child, so you might work it better than the children. Put it on. Yeah, just try and put it on there. There you go. You probably announced before. Nope. No?
Only pros on the track. All amateurs should have got some practice time in already.
Hello? Hello? It's on. It's on. It's just not very great. You gotta talk loud. Hello? No. That's hello. Hello. That's not now. All right. So we'll just pass the mic back and forth. What was that, Steve?
That was the chair.
That was the chair.
That was the chair.
That was the chair. If it gets picked up on the mic, it was the chair. So, all right, we're here with Steve Clark. Came down from the Seattle area of Washington, coming down for the Oregon State Finals today. Are you throwing your hat in for the Pro-Am today?
No. Way too old for that.
All right, so no Steve Clark in the Pro-Am, but it's great to see you down here today, and I'll let you just kind of shout out about the Northwest battle. I don't even think I'm saying it right.
Northwest BMX Showdown.
Northwest BMX Showdown. So here's Steve talking about that.
Yeah, what we got going on is top 4 state plates from each class from Washington and Oregon. Saturday night, right after the mains of the Gold Cup Finals in Richland at the end of September. USA BMX is putting the motos together. They're scoring it. They're taking care of it, so it's 100% supported by USA BMX. There's no entry fee. We're just taking the top 4 from each class and having to do a 1-lap race per class. And the top 3 get points. And we add up the points at the end and see who the best state is. It's Washington. But we'll let you guys come anyways.
All right, so you heard that, man. Steve Clark was calling Washington as the best state in the Northwest. I don't know. What do you think, Oregon? Come on, Oregon. Be excited about something for once in your life.
That's all you got.
I know, man.
You got 2 ladies. That's it.
I know. The 2 ladies are over there cheering loud.
That's all you got.
Oh, man. Man, and I will say, man, yesterday, the race action, it was like crickets out there, man. I want to hear some good cheering today. Cheering, not screaming. Cheering. And so Steve's got the Northwest. Say it one more time for me, Steve.
Northwest BMX Showdown.
Northwest BMX Showdown going on at the Gold Cup Finals in Everett, Washington. That's the Northwest Gold Cup. Richland. You know, Tri-Cities. Oh yeah, Everett's up in Seattle. Never mind. So in Richland, Washington. So be sure to be out there for that. Your top 4 riders out of your state.
It's not just plate. If there's only 2 plates, but there's 4 right. It's top 4 places.
Top 4 places out of your state. So it doesn't have to be like if you only had 4 riders in your class and it only gave away 2 plates, that 3 and 4 are still invited to come to the showdown. So make sure you're there. If you're in that top 4, come on out.
It's free.
It's free, and show some love to your Oregon state, man, and put it down and show these Washington boys that we got some good riders down here in Oregon. And it'll be a good show. It goes on again when after the race is on?
Immediately following the mains on Saturday.
Immediately following the mains on Saturday.
And it's just 1 lap, so it won't take very long.
1 lap, no creep. Wow. So that's going to be awesome. So what class are you racing today there, big guy?
46 to 50 cruiser for 2 more weeks.
Ooh.
So yeah, it should be a good battle today. I know some guys down here, and yeah.
I know this microphone. No, well, you have to like eat the microphone to make it work, and I just don't think he wants to eat the microphone that much. Steve Clark is going to be rocking in that 4650 class today. Any other heavy hitters in that class today coming down from Washington?
Not from Washington.
None from Washington. So who we got in Oregon that you're going to be battling with?
Kirk Linder and Chris Olney.
Oh, Linder and Olney. That'll be a darn good show right there. Those boys always put on a good show. Well, I want to thank you for coming on, Steve, and appreciate you coming down, helping promote the Northwest Showdown up there in Richland, Washington at the Gold Cup Finals, man. We got pro practice going on right now, so all the guys that signed up for that Pro-Am, it's pretty rad. I see Ryan Pettigrew from SoCal-ish, I think. So he's up here for that. Cody Frails is out here, and should be a good race. But any predictions, Steve, on the Pro-Am?
I don't know everybody who's here, so.
Oh, he's not sure. Well, there's Taylor Stevens. He's in the house.
I'm gonna pick an actual pro.
All right.
No, I don't know. An amateur will not win it.
Oh, he said an amateur will not win it. Come on, who's gonna show that an amateur is gonna win it? We got Pettigrew. Tyler Stevens is here today. Looks like a good 4 or 5, maybe 6 racks of guys lining up. Hopefully these are all people that are signed up. Oh yeah, Uppy's here. Jeff Upshaw's here for the show. Some double cross riders. So
I'll take Upshaw.
Oh, he just called Upshaw. Clark just called Upshaw for the win today. Dude, I gotta say, he's about, I think, 28-ish now. I think he's the fastest he's ever been.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's motoring right now.
That guy has more skills than any 3 people here.
Yeah, and he's skills all day long. So keep an eye on the pro practice right now, folks, because this is gonna be a good show. And next up, we're gonna have Dustin Golden. We're gonna talk a little bit about the track and the rebuild and all that kind of good stuff. So again, thanks, Steve, for coming out. Have a great time out there. Flat pedal pool.
Yup.
All right, buddy.
Thanks.
Thank you. Dustin Golden is going to come up here next. He's walking over here right now. Rebellion Industries. And why is my battery low? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Water? I'm good at the moment. Thank you, though. I'm always prepared. All right, so again, we got Dustin Golden here. He was a major factor in the rebuild. Dirt Trends came in, laid it out, and Dustin came in and made it all saucy and smooth. I want to introduce yourself, Dustin, talk a little bit about the build, and how many hours have you put in so far since you've been out?
I don't know how to do this. I'm not good.
Just talking to the microphone.
What am I doing?
Hold the microphone like this. Hold it about right here. And just almost eat it. Eat it.
I have to introduce myself?
Yeah.
I am Dustin Golden with Rebellion Industries.
Go ahead.
What else am I doing?
How many hours have you spent working on the track this week?
This week, probably 24 hours if you put it all together.
24 hours.
A lot of long nights getting stuff to pack down.
Yeah.
Luckily, though, I mean, they have a great crew here, though, too, so I had a lot of help.
Good.
Getting everything smooth and dialed in. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. The dirt's here is a little rough to get packed in, so
Yeah.
it's kind of tedious.
Yeah.
But it came out good, I think.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well. All right. There we go. So yeah, you know, he's been out here about 24 hours in the last week, working on it, a little bit of overnight time. If you guys need somebody to rebuild your track or groom your track, check out Dustin and Rebellion Industries. He did a great job out here, and it runs really smooth, man. I rode it a little bit yesterday, had a good time on it. Even manuals and jumped a couple little things for a GIMP. It was pretty good. And yeah, I just want to say thanks to Dustin and the crew out here for building a great track. We got a lot of riders look like they're signed up for this Pro-Am today. And it's going to be an awesome show, as well as all the state final races and the main events. Who you got for the Pro-Am today?
I think I'm going to have to go with Upshaw.
All right. He's calling Upshaw as well. Upshaw's got some money on him. So if Upshaw wins, oh, Farrow's out in the house. We got Farrow.
That might change things.
Tyler Farrow's out. Uppy. Woo. A Washington boy. That big, I forgot his name. Rides for Double Cross. He's a big dude. It's going to be a good show. Who else we got coming out here? Taylor Stevens. Wyatt Jones is back in the house. Love seeing Wyatt Jones out on a bike again. Oh, well, I should say a race bike. He's been killing it on the little park bike lately. So next up, God, this thing sucks. Check.
Are you done punishing me now?
Yeah, you're good. I would keep things going.
Terrible.
No, you're fine. I would have kept things going if anything worked. Check. See, look at this. It's just garbage.
Is it because you're too far away?
No. Check. It just doesn't like me all the time. There we go. So again, we're going to come up with Taylor Stevens. As soon as he's done practicing, we'll have Taylor up for a couple minutes. And then we'll end the show with Austin Burleson. Actually, we might cut we'll probably cut the show short because I can't get this thing to ever work because it's a piece of junk.
You should give a shout out to Dylan Smith, though, too. He's been out here every day for the last month.
Garbage. Check. There we go. Shout out also to Dylan Smith, man. He helped Dustin out here a ton, working on the track day in and day out during the last part of the rebuild, as well as the rebuild, and as well as getting it all smoothed out for you guys for this weekend. And it's gonna be awesome. And we're gonna have Taylor Stevens on here in just a minute as soon as he's done practicing. Actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and put Austin Burleson. I don't know if he's practicing too. So I'll just jibber jab and talk about all the pros that are here and for the Pro-Am. So big money, $3,000 going up for that Pro-Am today. That's around like $1,300 for first, man. It's going to be a good show. Got a lot of amateurs signed up, a lot of pros, some California dudes coming out. Pettigrew, I saw him, and Cody Frails from up in Washington. He just reclassed. He was a former A-Pro. Got Uppy in the house, Taylor Stevens, Dylan Shanks, Vet Pro, soon to be at Grands. It's going to be awesome having all those boys out. Getting the gates dialed in right now, getting the first straight all dialed in. Oh, I didn't know Jace Bartley was racing the Pro-Am today. I feel like I just announced or ended an interview with him that said he was 13. That's interesting. All right, we'll be back in just a few minutes. Once Pro-Am practice is over, we'll get Taylor Stevens on, talk a little bit with Taylor, your local Oregon pro. One of them, I should say, but definitely one of the top dudes putting himself out on the circuit right now. So we'll be back in a couple minutes with Taylor, and we'll talk to you soon.
Why can't you guys do that?
About 15 minutes left of registration. If you haven't signed up for today's event, make your way down. Drop out a hard-earned dollar. Lot Cuba Bonita out here in the parking lot, the food truck, that's some good stuff going down. Food coming out of there. Hot teas going down.
No, I think they combined the 14 and over practice. I think they combined the 14 and over.
Don't worry, we'll bring it in. Rich Brothers throwing out some shade eyes down behind registration.
Okay. I was wondering, like, man, about to fight through there, get some gates.
I know.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. Hey, thanks.
Yeah, thank you guys for putting it on, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
This is what we live for. We don't get to race enough, so. Oh, dude. You guys being able to mix this up, we're 6 minutes here. Yeah. Hey, Tyler.
Just the pros are going to get 10 minutes just to ride and kind of everyone say here's the pros, and then we're going to
Yo. Alright, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I got him in the car. I'm not able to sling him very well right now.
Alright, since you have a microphone, will you do something for me real fast?
What's that?
Since you have a microphone, will you just announce to me real quick that we're going to close the track to everyone but pros. We're going to give pros 10 minutes just to kind of show them off for a second.
Pros or pro-am?
Just pro.
Oh, I got you.
We got 10 minutes till we close the track.
Got you. All right. We're going to go ahead and close the track down to all amateurs. Only pros will be allowed to ride the track. We're going to just do a little showcase for the pros. So again, all amateurs start exiting the track. All amateurs start exiting the track. And all the pros are just going to go out and take some laps for you guys. You guys can see the pros that came out, came down, came over. Got Tyler Farrow in the house. Uppy, Jeff Upshaw here. Over there from Idaho with his driven crew. Hey Uppy, did you bring any team boys? You bring anybody for the team race? A lot of money going up for that team race, I know. No one can hear anything. So again, all amateurs exit the track on your way across the finish line. And it'll just be pros only for a couple of minutes. Again, pros only for a couple of minutes. David Miller in the house. Did he actually sign up for something? Oh, snap. David Miller, longtime Molalla local. Out here getting some riding on.
I've seen something done. It's just a case I'm more likely
Again, we're closing down the track. Check. God, dude. It's like I gotta hold this pointing at the tower at all times.
I tried to show that to Harold.
I know, it's like you gotta hold the mic, not the mic, the handset pointing at the tower. Again, track is closed to all amateurs. Please roll off the gate, head on out. All pros, track will be all yours. Oh yeah, Upshaw with a little reverse pedal in midair. Triple manualing out of the first corner. Upshaw, man, he's got skills for days. Definitely one of the most skilled riders on the circuit today, possibly ever. Gotta love seeing him out. Tyler Farrow's here. Big boy out of Florida. Coming with full ponies, man. That dude has got horses. And he only seems to be getting bigger and stronger.
Still growing.
All right, we got Austin Burleson up next. Go ahead and take a seat, Austin. Yeah, let's talk to Austin. He was a big part of getting this Pro-Am going. And let's just chat with Austin and see what he's got to say. Let's see if the headset will work and the second mic will work for you. Oh, this looks like somebody changed the channel. Oh, there you go. Yeah. And then just point it at the tower.
You getting around already?
Hmm?
You getting around already?
Mhm.
What is this? Hello?
There you are.
Okay. Maybe.
Gotta kind of eat the mic.
Alright, here. Well.
And speak up. So we got Austin Burleson here. And again, man, he did a lot of the groundwork, the footwork for getting the Pro-Am going. Tell us a little bit about where you had the idea, why you wanted to do it, and kind of what it all stemmed from, and are you happy with how it turned out?
Well, I think it was around Gov Cup. You know, we got a couple $100 for a Pro-Am. You know, and we had Taylor and Dylan. They're our only pros around here.
Talk louder.
So,
The thing sucks. No, you're on. You just gotta.
All right.
There you go.
Okay.
I'll hold both of these parts.
Anyway, no, it came up around Gov Cup. You know, like, why shouldn't we be able to bring some guys from out of state? You know, the pros really aren't getting paid that much on the national circuit. Not nearly enough.
Nope.
Especially the A pros. So if they'll travel for a national, we figured why wouldn't they travel for more money, regardless of what the race is.
Yep.
So, no, we sat down, Mike and my mom and Tracy Buckles, and we decided, you know, we're gonna take the money that we have, we're gonna put it into a team purse, we're gonna try and blow it up. We got a new, you know, louder. We got a new rebuild. We just wanted people to come see it, you know. Well, I mean, it was the same thing with you when you had the finals in Salem.
Yeah, yeah.
It was everybody wanted to come see the fresh build, you know.
Yeah.
And we figured, you know, that would help having money for the big guys, draw some interest. We got a bunch of teams from Washington, so we just wanted people to come.
Good, good. Yeah, man, it's rad to see all the people coming from down in Washington, all the teams, you know, coming down, and you know, it's going to be a lot of fun to see, you know, the kind of the showdown, if you will, for the team purse as well as the Pro-Am purse, and yeah, you know, it's cool too because you came from an era when the pro racing was a norm. Yeah. On your childhood, at least I should say, your childhood. So pro racing used to be a norm in Oregon. We had quite a few dudes just in Oregon, a good 10 to 15 at any time from about 2004 all the way through 2009-ish. And so you got to see a lot of that. Did that help kind of inspire you as a kid to want to be pro one day? Did that help kind of keep you going through the amateur ranks to even maybe be a local pro one day?
Well, just real quick, like me personally, not.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never really taken racing that seriously. So
Yeah.
maybe not for me. Like I never had the aspiration, like, oh, yeah, I want to turn pro one day. But I did think it was something to look forward to for other kids in my class. Like I mean, Taylor and
Mhm.
Josh, and all, and you know, and they started to turn. And I think I remember it was 06.
Yeah.
At the Gov Cup when you did the whole series, and you had, you know, a couple thousand.
Yeah.
For all of it, you know, and you had semis for
Yeah.
just pro. It wasn't a Pro-Am, it was just A pros, and like the guys actually took it seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and it wasn't just a thing where, you know, you top out at like the state level or, you know, regional, whatever, and then I'm gonna turn pro for a little bit, but after some dude, you know, doesn't do well at a national the first time, it's like, I'm done.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there was nothing at home
Yep.
to like keep them going and motivated, you know. Because it's like we have one national, you know,
Yeah,
or
one-
a couple that's within reasonable distance
Yep.
of travel. And so I mean that's just a couple times a year that the guys have to look forward to. So
No, so yeah, that's a good point because, you know, it is the break between top local amateur to national caliber main maker riders. It's a huge gap, and it's a really tough one, especially as an older teenager to take care of or deal with and keep yourself going. And you know, we built a really great program doing the pro races. What's up, Dylan Shanks?
Hi, come say hi.
Hi, Dylan Shanks. And you know, we built a great program. And every SCR had a pro race with anywhere from $500 to $3,000, and it gave those 15, 16, 17-year-olds a place to go. Because, and you know, and the Pro-Am can make it happen too. It can, as long as it starts to become a regular thing out here at every SCR. And so I guess, you know, also what I'm getting at is next year, you know, say state finals aren't here, But if they aren't, do you still want to head up, make sure that wherever they are gets a good pro-am purse, a good, $3,000-$4,000?
Yeah, I think that's something that every track should want to do. Because you see other tracks, like there's a pro-am in Wisconsin right now.
Winnebago land.
What is it, 15,000?
15 grand.
Like, that's absurd.
Yeah.
Obviously we don't have that kind of money, but it's something that I think the tracks here locally should look forward to, because the big guys will come.
Yeah.
I mean, Uppy and Ryan and Tyler. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
These guys come out. Monroe, Monroe Hutton's here.
Yep.
He's not. He's from a different country. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's pretty cool.
That is cool.
These guys will come. If you give them something to come for.
Yeah, exactly. And it gives all of these local kids and families a chance to see. They're not always going to the nationals. They don't always see Upshaw or Farrow or Pettigrew. And Pettigrew was, he was on the Olympic qualifying teams, and he was doing the whole Olympic thing the last time around, trying to qualify for the Olympics. And he was really, really close to qualifying for the Olympics. And he's here. Upshaw was an alternate, I believe, for the Olympics one go around. And Farrow, man, he's been out on a hunt. That guy knows how to find the money. Like, if there's a pro-am in the U.S., Farrow knows about it, and he's going and he's making money. So he's, I think he's getting in the older 20s now, and he's doing a really great job at still making it a living, even though he might not be the Connor Fields, he might not be the Nick Long, but he's always in the net, in the race with them, as well as then finding ways to keep this dream alive. And I think that's one of the most important things for kids growing up, that there's multiple things you can do to make this work, to make allow yourself to keep racing at whatever level it might be, but having fun doing it. And Farrow's a good example of that as well.
Yeah, I think you can definitely keep it going if you want to, but it's not just gonna fall in your lap.
Yeah. And I do think that it's responsible. Tracks have a responsibility to help step that up, work with these riders, work with these pros, making sure that it gets promoted. And I believe you guys did an awesome job this year getting everything promoted. Getting everything promoted. So congratulations, Austin, on the work that you guys put in out here with the rebuild, with the Pro-Am, with the team purse. You guys did awesome. It's going to be an awesome show, and I want to say thanks, man. It's kind of fun. Watching this kid grow up, it's like he's just a little 5-year-old in my mind, and now he's an adult man, trying to taking the bull by the horns and being like, we need something better, and he's doing it. So good work on you, Austin.
I appreciate it. Thank you for coming up and supporting and helping out. Just one last thing, I want to thank Harold Ridge a lot for all of the work he's done, contacting the pros, putting the word out, helping promote and get some money. Tracy Buckles and Brian Buckles have been the biggest help out here. Their work is insane. This place would fall apart without Tracy and Mike and Martin. They've been out here. So other than that, yeah, I think it should be some good racing. Thank you.
Right on.
I'm gonna be smiling all day.
All right. Check. All right, so after the pros are done practicing, everybody signed up for the Pro-Am and for the Pro Race. I want to have a meeting with you guys, so that for all the pros, all the Pro-Am signer-uppers,
I haven't seen you, dude. I just seen
after you guys are all done practicing and after I have this little interview with Taylor, I want to have you guys all get together. We're going to go through how we're going to run the race. We got a lot of riders to get through, and we'll announce to you guys as well as when they'll be running, but we're going to make sure we get everything taken care of. Taylor Stevens in the house right now. He's going to come down and sit down with me and chat a little bit about what he's been up to.
So I did.
All right, go ahead and mic up.
Mic up, all right.
Just like that. And then the parts go around for years.
Like this?
Yeah, go ahead and give it a test.
Breathing all hot into it.
Is it working?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we got Taylor Stevens here, sitting down with me on our state finals Northwest Exposure edition. And so Taylor, how you feeling right now? How you feeling on the track? How's it going?
Man, the track turned out really nice. I'm surprised that it's held up so great over the weekend so far. So
I'm excited to see with how all the pros are running all at once. And yeah, dude, looks like there's a good turnout for our pro-am.
I mean, if all those people that were in that pro-am practice, man, if they are all signed up for it, man, there's going to be possibly a quarter. So might have some quarters going. Definitely semis. Semis are definitely happening, and it's going to be a great show. Is it rad to see some of the boys that you race with on the national circuit showing up too?
Oh yeah, I remember being 15 years old and at the super camp seeing Ryan Pettigrew ride in, and he was still fast then, whooping my butt. I've been on Kuwahara with Uppy over here. He's always doing those sweet pedal wheelies and the back spins.
Yeah.
And pretty awesome to have a guy here that has made the Olympic team, and it's going to be good for Oregon BMX to see here today.
Yeah, for sure, because Oregon BMXers, it's kind of a fresh group of riders, man. I mean, honestly, like a lot of the people that are in the sport right now in Oregon have only been in it 5 or 6 years, and they don't really get to see as many pro races, pro-ams, and all that kind of stuff. And I think you guys have been doing a great job getting some pro-ams going, and I hope that this really just fuels the fire, and each track next year steps up and says, let's all make a good pro-am purse and make something happen and make it a circuit, like it used to be when you were a kid.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be great to see some races like how you guys had back in the day with the Governor's Cups, the big purses, and just all the guys turning out. And mainly just this year we've been racing a lot of like amateurs, and a lot of guys have been getting in there like this 15, 16 range. And so like all year it's just been me or Dylan Shanks racing these guys. And I know Wyatt Jones has come out a couple times to his local track, and so like Oregon BMX, there's a lot of new faces out here, and some of us that have turned up to the pro ranks have been around for 10 plus years, and we're still trying to like hang on and keep racing. So this will be good to kind of hype everybody up for the upcoming races in the future.
Definitely. Yeah, it's kind of fun. It makes me feel a little bit old watching you be the top dog pro of Oregon. But I have a cool picture of him when he was like 10 years old, and I was signing his jersey when he was 10, and I was, a young person, in my prime, and it's rad to see you, growing up and doing it yourself now, and taking things and making strides with it, man. I'm really proud of you guys and all the guys that are racing today. I hope you guys all have an awesome race, and keep it clean, keep it fun, and it's going to be a good show.
Yeah, I'm super excited for today, and good luck to all the racers out there on battling for all your guys' titles. You can definitely feel the tension for some of you guys once the races get rolling, and that's what it's all about here in Oregon BMX, and that's what you're going to see at the big races and as you progress through the sport. So good luck to everybody, and kill it out there.
All right, you heard it. Take care, Taylor. Kick some butt out there. Have a good time, and we'll see you out on the track.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. So we will have a Pro-Am meeting here shortly. We'll announce that. There's quite a few of you. I'm honestly trying to think of like a good place to do it where you guys can have some privacy / quiet. So Mike, maybe help me out on figuring out where we should do this Pro-Am meeting. But we will get that going in just a few minutes once we get maybe the moto sheets kind of rolling a little bit so we can see how many of you guys actually signed up. And pro practice is still going a little bit. I know that they're going to shut down the track here shortly and get a lot of water put down on it, get it ready for today's races. And make sure you guys go check out the vendors. Northwest BMX is over there all set up. Got yourself a taco truck behind registration. I had some intestine tacos yesterday. They were delicious. I know everybody looks at me like, wait, what? Intestine? Yeah, that's right. They got tripe over there. Love that stuff. Tongue, all your good stuff. So, hey, Steve Burke. So yeah, we'll have that Pro-Am meeting here shortly. Pros are getting a little last couple laps in, and then they're gonna put some water down, and we'll get the show on the road here shortly. All right. No power. Worthless junk. Peace. Can't see. Finish.